One photo, that's all it took. Early this morning, images of Kanye West and Bianca Censori on a boat in Italy flooded the internet, and within minutes, the comment sections were on fire. Kanye leaning back, pants noticeably low. Bianca kneeling in front of him, not on some hidden private yacht in the middle of nowhere, but in a visibly busy area with other boats passing by, people dining on terraces, and even the captain of the boat standing just feet away. At first, some people tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was a long lens illusion. Maybe the angle made it look worse than it was. Maybe they thought they were alone. But the wider shots told a different story. This wasn't a secluded escape. This was public. Very public. And that's when the tone shifted from curiosity to outrage. Social media didn't hold back. People called it disrespectful, attention-seeking, embarrassing. Some even questioned whether authorities in Italy would get involved. The image spread so fast that even those who didn't follow Kanye closely saw it on their timeline. And once an image like that goes viral, the narrative forms instantly, whether it's accurate or not. But then Bianca finally addressed it. In a rare moment of speaking out, she pushed back against what the internet believed it saw. According to her, nothing explicit was happening. She claimed she was simply kneeling on a stool and resting her head on Kanye's lap. She even said her aunt was on the boat at the time, which, in her view, made the more scandalous interpretations unrealistic. Still, one question kept circling back. If nothing inappropriate was happening, why were Kanye's pants pulled down like that? That detail is what kept the speculation alive, because once people feel like they've seen enough to form a conclusion, it's nearly impossible to reverse it. Clarifications rarely travel as far as the original headline, but Bianca didn't stop there. She also revealed something else that quietly reignited an older debate: the timeline. She shared that she began working for Kanye in November 2020. Kim Kardashian officially filed for divorce in February 2021. And not long after that, Bianca and Kanye were together publicly. Now, that timeline is tight. Very tight. It doesn't prove anything on its own, but it raises questions. Because if emotional lines were already blurring before paperwork was filed, that changes how people remember the split. It shifts sympathy, it shifts blame. And it rewrites the story many believed was already settled. And while that timeline was being dissected online, Kim was stepping into her own new chapter. This time with Lewis Hamilton. On paper, it looks powerful. Kim Kardashian and a 7-time Formula One world champion. Global influence. Luxury endorsements. Two massive brands standing side by side. But when they've appeared together publicly, the internet hasn't exactly been convinced. The Super Bowl moment was the first real test. Cameras caught them sitting close, talking quietly. A lip reader even analyzed a clip where Lewis allegedly told Kim he doesn't bring just anyone home to meet his mother, and that she would meet her someday. That's a serious statement, especially from someone known for keeping things light. Kim's response, though polite, felt measured, controlled. Observers pointed out that she didn't seem overly excited. No visible spark, no unfiltered reaction. Just calm composure. And when photos of them kissing surfaced, social media zoomed in like detectives. Some joked that Kim looked distant, even behind her sunglasses. Petty? Maybe. But fans notice micro-expressions. And when Kim has chemistry with someone, it's usually obvious. With Lewis, the energy feels different. Less fiery, more strategic. And that's where Kris Jenner enters the conversation. Because Lewis isn't just an athlete. He's a global icon with a clean image, luxury partnerships, international appeal, and serious business power. From a branding standpoint, it's almost flawless. Some insiders have even suggested that Kris has long admired him as a potential long-term match for one of her daughters. When money and global reach enter the chat, feelings start looking negotiable. But the situation gets even more layered when you remember that Lewis was previously linked to Kendall Jenner. Now he's publicly stepping out with her older sister. Kendall has even been seen near them at events, which makes the optics feel tight. Hollywood might look massive from the outside, but in reality, it's a very small circle. Exes date siblings, friends date friends' exes, and the Kardashians have openly admitted they don't treat those overlaps as deal breakers. Khloe once said that as they've gotten older, they don't stress about who hooked up with who in the past. To them, it's not a big deal. But to the public, it feels messy. And then there's the values conversation. Louis is outspoken about veganism and animal rights. He even owns a fully vegan burger restaurant. That's a core part of his identity. Meanwhile, critics online have pointed out that Kim has never built her brand around those same values. She's worn fur in the past. She cycles through pets for her kids, and fans have long questioned where some of those animals end up. So now people are asking, what do they actually bond over? Is Louis softening his stance? Is Kim adjusting behind the scenes? Or is this simply surface-level attraction wrapped in powerful branding? At the same time, insiders claim Kim wants stability. After a highly public divorce, she rebuilt her image around law studies, independence, motherhood, and self-growth. She doesn't want someone intimidated by her fame. She wants someone secure enough to stand beside her. But Louis reportedly isn't searching for something heavy right now. He's known for valuing freedom, keeping relationships low pressure, avoiding long-term expectations. And with someone like Kim Kardashian, nothing stays low pressure for long. People close to Louis are allegedly cautious. Stepping into the Kardashian ecosystem means non-stop headlines, constant speculation, every move analyzed. Once you enter that spotlight, it's hard to exit quietly, so now both sides may be calculating risk versus reward. And while Kim's relationship appears polished and controlled, Kanye's remains unpredictable. Bianca described herself as always being by his side. Every meeting, every call, every move. Some see that as loyalty, others see it as concerning. Because when Kanye made some of his most controversial statements over the past year, critics wondered where the grounding voice was. Reports claim Bianca now holds significant influence in parts of his personal and business life. That's a powerful position. And when power shifts inside someone's inner circle, people naturally question motives. Was Kanye already spiraling before she entered the picture? Or did the dynamic amplify it? That's the bigger pattern emerging here. When you zoom out, this stops being just about romance. It becomes about alignment, influence, optics, strategy. Kanye and Bianca represent chaos and controversy, viral moments that spark outrage. Kim and Louis represent Polish and global brand power, but with a chemistry that feels carefully managed. And then there's the timeline question that refuses to die. If Bianca's connection to Kanye began before Kim filed, the divorce narrative shifts. If Kim's connection to Louis is more strategic than romantic, that narrative shifts too. In this circle, love and leverage often sit uncomfortably close to each other. Maybe the Italy boat moment wasn't just a scandal. Maybe it was a reminder. A reminder that in this world, nothing exists in isolation. One viral image can reopen old wounds, reshape sympathy, and force everyone's relationships back under a microscope. And the real question might not be what happened on that boat. It might be whether any relationship in this orbit is ever just about love. Because when power, branding, and global influence are involved, feelings don't just compete with emotion, they compete with strategy. And that's where things get really complicated.